Alright, sure, man. It's your boy Humboldt 2 times for me. Breaking that video, man, from me. Follow the Instagram at Humboldt 2 times. Now, look, it's yesterday's time we're talking about what ancient Kemet really taught about the soul. Now, look, for up today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive good information and give out good information as well. I'm also giving a shout out to everyone as well. Y'all literally take energy, y'all take to come rock for me, some love, support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much. I want to love always deeply. I'm also sending good positive energy, good positive protection, good positive feeling, and good positive energy towards everyone always deeply. Also, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, just DM me on my Instagram at Humboldt 2 times. Also, in the near future, I might be creating my own website, so where it can just be a lot more simpler to just kind of just boom, you want a constellation, boom, you want to do this, boom, boom. You see what I'm saying? So in the near future, I might be opening up my own website, but I will let y'all know if I do decide to actually do that. But let's go ahead and get more deep into the video. What ancient Kemet really taught about the soul. Now look, right, if you don't know what ancient Kemet is, or if you never heard of that term of the word, ancient Kemet is one of the original names of so-called Egypt, right? Now, with ancient Kemet, right, ancient Kemet, the goddesses and the gods over there, etc., they talked a lot about the sun, right? And, you know, a lot of people, when they hear the word the sun, you know, a lot of people was like, you know, like, why was they praising the sun so much? What a lot of people aren't realizing is that, bro, we are non-ether beings. If you are so-called black, you could be light-skinned, you could be caramel, dark-skinned, brown-skinned, whatever the case is. If you are so-called black, you are a non-ether being. And since you are a non-ether being, this means that you have neuromelanin. And since you have neuromelanin, that means that you have a deep divine connection with the sun. In other words, you and the sun are connected. Y'all are family, y'all are connected. So the sun is giving you energy, and when you're outside in the sun, you're giving the sun energy as well. And the people in ancient Kemet, they deeply understand and overstand this. This is why they gave praise to the sun. This is why they would call the sun the God, because the sun is God. It's another form of God. What a lot of people don't tend to realize is everything is God. Everything is the universe. You are God. You are a goddess. You are God. You are God is God. You see what I'm saying? God isn't a man and God isn't a woman. God is everything. You see what I'm saying, bro? You can call God a goddess God if you want, or a God goddess. See what I'm saying, etc. You can call God whatever you can call the source. You can call it whatever you want to call it. You see what I'm saying? And the goddesses and the gods, etc. in ancient Kemet, they understand and overstand that deeply. That this the sun is giving us power, strengthening us. You see what I'm saying? Because what a lot of y'all don't know is we don't really need to eat a lot of food. The food that they're giving us is poison anyway. You see what I'm saying? It's poison anyway. The food that they're giving us is poison anyway. Even this water. Am I grateful for this water? Of course, but even this water isn't the best water to drink. It still has fluoride in it, and fluoride isn't good for our pineal gland. It's not good for our body in general. You see what I'm saying? Now, what I want you to understand and overstand is that we are goddesses and gods. We are non-ether beings. You see what I'm saying? I could pull a piece of my ether out right now, and it's going to look like a spiral, right? Because our hair grows in a spiral. Our hair grows in non-ether. Because this is ether. This is not hair, right? Another thing is, too, right, is that you are a non-ether being, right? So when you're in the sun is strengthening you. The sun is giving you power, and you're giving the sun power. You're going to receive a lot of downloads through the sun. That's one of the ways how our ancestors connect with us is through the sun. You see what I'm saying? You're going to get more darker when you're in the sun. You see what I'm saying? Your hair going to grow out faster. It's so many benefits of being out in the sun. And, you know, these are a lot of the main reasons why the people in ancient Kemet was just so big on fasting and was so big on, you know what I'm saying, getting out there in that sun, because you're getting energy. In other words, bro, you're getting energy and you're getting life from the sun. So we really don't need a lot of, if you are a non-ether being, we're not supposed to be eating meat. You see what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be eating meat, right? Our genetics, the way our avatar is designed, we're not designed to eat meat. If you look at our teeth aren't even designed to eat meat. We have 4 canines, bro. We're not designed to eat meat. Now, if you do eat meat, you do as you please. That's none of my business. But I say that with respect. But we are non-ether beings, bro. And the people in ancient Kemet, they understand that and they understand that deeply, etc. They wasn't really eating a lot. They would eat from the sun because the sun is giving you life, it's giving you energy. We would eat from the sun and we would drink natural water. None of this fluoride. We would drink natural water, you know, fruits, dry fruits, you know, stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Like if we wanted to treat, or we was like wanted the dessert, or we wanted to treat ourselves, or we just want to eat a little bit more, then we'll go eat some fruit or some dry fruit or some nuts or some cashews or, you know, some apples or, you know, a fruit bowl, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or a salad or just something like that. You see what I'm saying? Whatever was natural in that area back then. You see what I'm saying, bro? So we are plants, right? We used to be green, bro. We have chloroplasts. Plants also have chloroplasts, right? We are also connected to the plants. What do the plants eat? Only thing that the plants eat is water and sunlight. That's the only thing that they consume. That's really all we consume. Those are the two main things that we really are only supposed to be consuming. And another third main thing that we're supposed to be consuming is natural fruits, natural veggies, natural vegetables. Those are things that we're supposed to be consuming. You see what I'm saying, bro? So I'm not sitting here saying that like you gotta stop eating food and only drink water and sun. You can do that if you want, but what I'm saying is you can still eat food, but just try to get on a diet. And what I mean by get on a diet is try to eat better, bro. You see what I'm saying, bro? Try to eat better. Rather if you're a non-ether being or not, try to eat better. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta just sit here and just not eat at all. You don't gotta sit here and just only drink water and eat from the sunlight. You can also eat some food as well, bro. But what I'm saying is when you're eating food, try to eat healthy, bro. You see what I'm saying? And if you want to give yourself a balance, what you can do is you can take one day every week. You can take one day, you could choose one day every week where it's your cheat day where you can just eat whatever you want to eat. If that's how you want to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Something that I do is I'm on a diet for multiple different reasons, right? But I'm on a diet, right? But my cheat day is today, which is Saturday. So today's Saturday. So I'm just eating whatever I want to eat today, right? But when tomorrow comes, guess what? I'm not gonna eat anything that I want to eat. It's back to the diet. You see what I'm saying, bro? And I try to do this only on Saturdays. You see what I'm saying? So I try to eat good, and I try not to really overly do it really until Saturday. You see what I'm saying? So, and you might be asking yourself, what does all this information have to do with the soul? It has a lot to do with the soul, bro, because what you eat, that affects your soul. What you look at, that affects your soul. What you touch, that affects your soul. Who you have sex with, that affects your soul. Who you dap up, that affects your soul. Who you letting braid your hair, who you letting give you the taper, that affects your soul. You see what I'm saying, bro? So, you know, ancient Kemets, they're very intelligent goddesses and gods. They're very intelligent beings, etc. Very wise, very advanced, you know, etc. And they talk about the soul a lot, right? They talk about how our brain is able to communicate and able to see things through pictures and through visuals, right? Why do you think they wrote all that stuff down? Because they already knew about the future. They wrote stuff down for multiple different reasons, but one of the reasons why they wrote it down too was because they knew that these people was trying to take over their planet. And we was like, we're not gonna always be here. We want our grandkids and our nieces, etc., to know this, so we're gonna write it down. And they wrote it obviously for other reasons as well, not just for that. You see what I'm saying? And we work through visual. A lot of us are visuals, right? All of us are visuals, to be honest, but all of us learn differently, but all of us are visuals, though, in our own way. You see what I'm saying? Even if you're not really good at being a visual, you're still a visual in your own way. And, you know, another thing is, too, right, is that with ancient Kemet, it really breaks down the soul a lot. It talks about yoga. Yoga is good for the soul, right? Yoga is good for the avatar, it's good for the body, it's good to, you know, just kind of like, even if you're gonna take a day where you don't work out, you could still use that day to go do some yoga or do some stretching. You see what I'm saying? That's all still forms of working out, bro. Working out doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go into a gym. My ancestors, y'all's ancestors, etc., ancient Kemet, they wasn't in no gym. They was working out outside, inside, Like, you feel me? Like, a lot of us was very lean, very slim, because a lot of us wasn't even eating like that, no way. Some of us wasn't really eating at all. You know, like, we would really be on 3, 4 day fasts, however long the fasts were, you feel me, etc. So, you know, if you just go look at ancient Kemet, if you ever get the chance to actually go over there, they're not gonna let you, I'm just gonna say right now, they're not gonna let you see everything over there in ancient Kemet, because that's just how they are, bro. Like, if you go over to the Grand Canyon, they're not gonna let you see everything in the Grand Canyon. If you go to Antarctica, they're not gonna let you see everything in Antarctica, bro. It's just certain spots on Mother Nature or Mother Ka. They're not gonna let you see the whole thing, bro. They're not. I'm just being honest with you, bro. They're not, because the right energy get over there, we're gonna start unlocking them codes. A lot of stuff is gonna start shifting that they don't want to happen, etc. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, though, the ancient Kemets, man, you could literally just go. And I love talking about ancient Kemets because I am actually a reincarnation. I used to live in ancient Kemet. You know what I'm saying? I still live over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to like literally live over there in my past life. Like, this isn't my first time being down here on this planet. You know what I'm saying? I'm an ancient soul, right? So in other words, old soul, even though my soul isn't old, I'm using it as an example. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've been here before, bro. You feel me? It's a reason when I was much younger, I was already it was already clicking to me naturally, because I done been here before. A lot of things I'm experiencing now, I've experienced it before in my other life. You see what I'm saying, bro? But you can just go on Google, bro. Even if you don't want to go over to ancient Kemet, you can just go on Google, type in hieroglyphics, da-da-da-da. You can do this, do that. You can do research. And if you really meditate and just envision and tap in with source and just look at what they left for us to look at, etc., bro, you can put the pieces together, bro, for real. The pieces have already been put together. You just got to tap into self more. Got to tap into it more. You feel me? But ancient Kemets, they really dive deep into the soul, etc. But look, man, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, DM me on my Instagram at Humboldt 2 times. I'll get y'all from on the next one, man. Peace.